dangerous speeds, way too fast for the CHP to keep up. But the problem is he now has airships overhead, and they will not lose him. Really crazy speeds, and just hard to imagine what would provoke anybody to do this. But we've seen it oftentimes here in LA, and we're continuing now southbound on the queue up. Oh! All right, we may have a squad car entering. The motorcycle pursuits often last this long, but this guy is taking the CHP air unit for a ride, and we may have some ground units entering the pit. Just a minute ago, he's continuing to split these lanes and coming within inches of some of these cars and trucks as he makes his way through all of this traffic, and a lot of this traffic not knowing what this guy is doing as he comes up from extremely dangerous speeds as he continues the run of his life here. Again, this all started over on the 605.
Oh, this might be a pit maneuver right here. And there you go. Look at this. They spin him out, but he keeps going. Another one comes in, gives him a tap, and now the car stops. Another one comes in. Now this is going to be real key for officers here for crossfire. They're going to want to make sure that no officers end up getting into the line of fire here. We'll pull out until we see how this is going to end here. But right now that number was what we believe to be 3 or 4 there. But there you go. The driver is now out. And, well, you know, it's kind of hard to tell there. It looks like they've just pulled one person out. So those early reports may have been false there. From the looks of things, there's just one person that's being taken into custody. Clearly, the officers have walked away from the car. So at this point, it looks like this pursuit is going to be ending here in the community of Moore Park.
At a high rate of speed and approaching another intersection here. Car's hard on the brakes. It's a red light. He's going to go into that left turn pocket and continue on. No, they got a green light there, but you can see those cars having to swerve away. We're having a difficult time keeping up with this driver in News Chopper 4 here because he's at such high rates of speed. And again, he started off this pursuit. Oh, look at this. Oh, a collision right there. Terrible accident. Hitting that car, T-boning it. The driver is out of control, crashed into a fence here. A terrible accident here that ends this pursuit. Deputies on the driver here. We're going to see him being taken into custody. A terrible scene here with this driver crashing into that innocent driver coming through that intersection. It was bound to happen, and it's such an unfortunate crashing at high rate of speed into that innocent driver, T-boning that car, and then crashing himself into this fence. We're looking at, this was Rosecrans, and there he is, the suspect being taken into custody.
2 pursuits at the same time. Okay, Aldo, it's all you. Oh, and somebody just went out and threw something right there. You can see that person threw something out, turning westbound now. Coming up on the wrong side of the road there, kind of tempting that car. Right there, spike strips were cleared, and it looks like it was a successful deployment of spike strips. LAPD officer, hang back, he's gonna toss some spike strips right there, and that was not a good throw. Kind of missed it just by that. Dangerous pursuit here in the South LA area. This is 43rd and Avalon. We've been following this pursuit for a couple of minutes. This is what we know. This is an alleged 187 murder suspect. Not only was she driving recklessly on the streets in South Los Angeles, she has a child in the back seat of that vehicle right now. Now, there have been multiple times when she has stopped, taunted LAPD officers. Right now, she's not following directions exactly to what they're telling her to do to get out of that vehicle, but they want to be careful because she does have a child in the car. You can see she's been taunting officers, driving around the area where she knows people. At times, I saw them throwing stuff at the vehicle. So right now, you can see LAPD officers, they want to get that child out of the back seat. She is sitting in the right side of that vehicle. Officers cautiously approaching. In fact, it looks like she is holding that child, and you can see how officers are yanking her out of the vehicle, taking the child to safety right now, putting that suspect in custody. This was a very dangerous pursuit here in the streets of South Los Angeles, and fortunately it came to a peaceful ending. This is 43rd Street and Avalon, where they just put this lady into custody after this pursuit here. News Chopper Alpha was following this, and we're bringing you these live images. Where's are in the area as well, escalating the situation. You can see a lot of these individuals here are irated with the LAPD right now. Again, and at times we did see them throwing items at that vehicle. She was in the same area here between Central, Avalon, MLK, and a little south right around Vernon Avenue, flying in, or driving rather. We are flying and getting a better orbit here. But you can see all the commotion down below. She was staying in this particular area, and you can see they're trying to get people away from the vehicle. We do have a child in one of these cars, but again, it was those who know the suspect or that child who was in the car. We do not know the relation of that between the child and that woman, but we do understand LAPD was talking to the woman's mother, and they were pleading to the mother to tell her daughter to stop the vehicle, and they wanted to end this pursuit. So fortunately, this pursuit finally come to an end here in South LA.
Ooh, right here. Ow, that's it. Let's see what she does. Oh no, she's gonna try to keep going. Oh, she's gonna keep going. Guys, she's going. Interesting. And oh, there we go. Oh, just hit that PT Cruiser here. Oh, and she's gonna keep going. She's gonna leave that. We simply know that she was wanted for reckless driving. Oh, we have several units that are trying to block her paths. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, now she's gonna, she's adding on the charges. This will likely count as an assault on a peace officer. We're gonna pull out a touch just because we don't know exactly what's gonna happen here. And there we go.
California Highway Patrol in pursuit of this freeway. When we picked it up, we did hear that he hit the looking to make that turn against traffic, against a red light. Oh, look at this. Oh, slowly takes that turn. Fortunately, the pit maneuver certainly could at any of these passenger with his hands out the windows, putting him in one of the squad cars. And now yeah. Two passengers and the driver in custody now. They're going to likely approach the vehicle. There is a dog. We did see the dog in the back seat. They're going to approach the vehicle and check it for anybody else that's in there. Coming to a stop here. We're going to come into a stop ourselves, and he's jumping out. He's going across freeway. This is very dangerous for this guy. Oh, look at that, splitting those cars. This deputy right here was wise. Yeah, that was genius from the sheriff's department to track it on the surface streets like that, and they were just pretty much waiting for him on that side road. Bound turn, and look at him, he's fishtailing there. He's going to lose it. Oh, he hit the pole. I don't know, the motor officer right there with him. So that motor officer was he a hat, it might be a pair of shoes. It's hard to tell. Officer there off his motorbike, and now he's going to, well, he's going to comply. So we're going to get right over it Very casual about just stopping this guy, telling him basically, you have nowhere to go. We got you surrounded and you're out of breath. Yes. 90 seconds at the top of the show. Yes, it's Washington Boulevard, just west of the 605. Okay, end of the chase. Perfect, thanks.
There you go. He made a couple turns there under the freeway, so we lost him for just a moment as he was making these random U-turns. But we have him yet again continuing here again on Sepulveda, going to be coming under the freeway yet again. And it looks like he may be trying to get, oh, right there, just crashed. Let's see what happens here. You see the suspect jumping out of the driver's window, and he's running. He is running with all he's got, running just under this tree here. We may lose him here for just a moment, but we will try to keep tabs on his location. Good. Just weaving in and out of traffic here. Starting to lose control here. Under the 405 freeway. Coming up to a red light here, lots of traffic just squeezing by there. Now making a turn onto Sepulveda Boulevard. There you go. He made a couple turns there under the freeway, so we lost him for just a moment as he was making these random U-turns. But we have him yet again continuing here again on Sepulveda, going to be coming under the freeway yet again. And it looks like he may be trying to get, oh, right there, just crashed. Let's see what happens here. You see the suspect jumping out of the driver's window, and he's running. He is running with all he's got, running just under this tree here. We may lose him here for just a moment, but we will try to keep tabs on his location.
Okay, can we try? We might do the pit right here. Here's the pit. Here they're coming up real fast on the pit. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3. Spinning out the car. There it goes. I'll come out and look at